Now, if your Lightroom catalog is a freaking mess, I want to help you guys to figure it out, to sort it all out. Now, it's not going to be easy. It's going to take a little bit of time, and the more photos you have, the more time it's going to take. But I think this method that I'm going to show you in today's video is going to help you to clean up that catalog, get on the road to better organization, because while you can definitely get away with not having your catalog organized, how frustrating is it to sort through your photos and not be able to find the images that you want because your catalog isn't organized? In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to organize your catalog in a way that works for me and works for a lot of other people. And it's something a little bit different than what most people are probably using. Let's go ahead and jump right on in there into Lightroom Classic here. You can see I'm in my catalog. Now, what I'm going to show you here is my catalog and how I like it organized, and then I'll show you kind of how to build yours out this way. So I have mine organized in collections. I don't use folders at all. I know most people probably use folders, so they open up their folders and they have all sorts of different names for different trips or, different shoots or whatever they want to do. They use folders. Now I'm going to recommend you don't use folders at all, and I will explain why. Collections I think is a lot better because collections, you aren't actually affecting where the photos are stored on your drive like you are in folders. You can store your photos wherever you want on your drive and then put your collections however you want. And you can have one photo that's in multiple collections. You can have collection sets, meaning like you can see I have finished files, and then under that I have each state, and then under that I have smaller collections. So the photos actually live here. So it's like a subfolder system. And I'll show you how to create that. The very first thing I want you to do is to grab an external hard drive. If you're storing photos on your computer, that's fine, but grab an external hard drive. This is something you're going to be doing long term. These have a lot more space, and they're just going to be a lot more secure, a lot less corrupt. So grab that first. Now what we're going to do is create a totally brand new catalog. But first, if you have edits that you want to save, we need to change our images to DNG if they're not already. So mine are ARW files. You can see right here. And if you click on the file and then you go to the menu bar down here, you'll see .arw, whatever the extension is. If this is not DNG, you need to change this if you want to save your edits, because we're going to create a new catalog. So what I'd recommend to do that is to just go up to all photographs. You're going to do Command A on Mac, Control A on PC to select all. That's going to select literally everything in your whole catalog. And you are going to go up here and you are going to convert to DNG. I like to just go to the help menu and type DNG. You can see it's under library, convert photos to DNG. We are going to only convert raw files. We're going to delete originals after the successful conversion. Change it to these settings and then hit OK. If you have a lot of photos, this is going to take a while. Now, some people like to keep their original raw file. You can hit embed original raw file there. Personally, I don't. The DNG is just fine for me. There's no loss of quality. And someone will probably argue with me in the comments that there is, but I've done so many tests. The DNG is exactly the same as a raw file. So I'm going to go ahead and select that, hit OK, and let that load out. Now, once everything is DNG, we'll be able to move forward with the process. I'm not going to re-import all 4,000 of my photos because it would take a while. And if you have a lot of photos, it's going to take you a while. Instead, I've just grabbed a few photos here and there that I am going to grab and put into the new catalog. So let's go ahead and make a new catalog. First, we're going to go File. We are going to go New Catalog. Now we're going to put this catalog in our external drive. This is the external drive I just showed you. It is completely blank. I'm going to call this Austin's Catalog. I would recommend calling this whatever your name is, and then Catalog, or if you want to name it something special, that's fine too. We will go ahead and hit Create, and Lightroom will relaunch here with the new blank catalog. All right, now we're starting fresh here. It's important that we are going to start off on the right foot. So we need to import our photos. Now, I want you to save this video, and every single time you import photos, I want you to watch from right here in the video. I'm going to show you exactly how you should be importing photos so that they stay nice and organized. You can see we are in our blank catalog here. We are going to go to Import. Now, you need to know where your photos are at, first of all. So you'll have to navigate to find your photos. If they're on your external drive, you'll select that. If they're on your computer, you'll have to click through and find the photos. You can also just drag and drop a whole folder if you want it to appear here. But wherever those photos are stored, you will have to find them. There's no secret to finding those files. You will need to know where they're at. This is why if you're not organized, you want to get organized, because I'm guessing right now you're going to pause this video and you're going to look around for your files and you're going to find all sorts of random photos in all sorts of random spots. So make sure you find them first. Then you will go to import your photos. Now, if they're all in one place like mine are, it's pretty nice because I can just hit photos. They're all in this photos folder. And then I have these random folders here. You know, Wyoming trip, Foggy Bison morning, Milky Way workshop, Mount Rainier, Milky Way. I want to organize those better. And I don't want them to be in these named folders. I want to organize them by dates. Trust me, guys, this is the best way to do it. I know a lot of you that you might say, oh, I don't remember my trips by dates, but don't worry. You don't need to remember your trips by dates because you're going to use collections to kind of catalog these folders in the Lightroom catalog. Now I can hit include subfolders. That will include everything under photos here so that I can have it all under one roof. I can import them all at once. I can hit OK. Now these are all the photos in all of these folders. Now I want to select either move or copy. You might want to do copy. You know, if you're not fully invested on this yet, just do copy because if you decide to go back, you haven't actually done anything. If you select move, they will actually move them out of this folder into a new folder. So then your original catalog will be screwed up. So I'd recommend just doing copy. Just make sure this works for you first before you do anything too crazy. Because if you do select move, you really need to go through with this and completely move all your photos. So select copy. And then you are going to make sure new photos is selected. It should select everything. You can see these are all my photos here. Now you're going to scroll down. This is where a lot of people get screwed up because they will just let it import to wherever it wants. Now it'll default to import to your computer, to the pictures folder. We do not want to do that. That's how we get really unorganized. You know, when I get a new computer, I load my images up on a catalog and all of a sudden it says, hey, I can't find these photos. And the reason is because the photos were on the pictures folder of your old computer. So you're going to go down. We're going to go to the same place where we just put the catalog, which was my external drive is what it was called. And then we can hit the folder for Austin's catalog. Now this is going to build out folders, subfolders here. All of these folders are being created 2023, 2024, all of the sub dates. These are photos that were shot on these dates and it will automatically put them in there based on the date in which they were captured. Now, again, if you're someone that says, I don't remember things by dates, don't worry. This is just for the organization structure here on our drive. We are almost never going to access a photo over here because we're just going to use Lightroom. So we will go ahead. I like to scroll up, build previews minimal. I like to check build smart previews. And these are pretty much the settings that I use. These are the settings you're going to use every single time that you go, that you go to import your photos. So take a screenshot of this, do whatever you need to do. Make sure that you are using these settings and that you are importing it to the same spot every time. When you go to import again, you should already see that these folders that are just going to get created now will already be here. Make sure you import to the right spot. That is so important. I cannot stress that enough. Then you'll go ahead and hit import. All of your photos will import here into Lightroom. It may take just a couple minutes. If you've got a lot of photos, it may take a lot of minutes. Okay, then once your photos are all imported, you will see them here in previous import, and you can also view all your photographs by just hitting all photographs. Make sure you're in the library module. Cool thing about converting to DNG, which you wouldn't get if you left them in your camera's raw file format, is you can see any changes that I've made are already applied on the photos on import. So it carried over, you know, these are edits I made in my last catalog. So it all carries over, so you don't actually lose anything. Go back to the library module here. Now, this is just all photographs. It's going to show in chronological order of when you shot them. These are the ones that I shot in 2023, whereas these are the ones I shot at the end of 2024. And so they're just in order. Now, there's no organization to it. And a lot of people, if you're going to go back to what you were doing, you would do something in folders here. But you can see how they're organized now by date in folders. And like most people, you're going to say, I don't learn by date. I don't know what I did on, August 13th. So we're going to close that down, and we are just going to close folders down, and you're never going to open this again. And that is going to allow us to not make this same mistake of going into folders and creating things really messy, because right now it's really nice and organized. You can see if I show this in Finder here, everything is well organized. When we go to this external drive, click on my catalog. Catalog is right here. All the raw files are within these folders, so that is perfect. Just how we want it, nice and organized. We want everything under there. Now, you're probably wanting some sort of organization structure, so this is where I go in and I use collections. Again, not folders, collections. So within collections, you can create a collection set or just a regular collection. A collection set is, it doesn't hold photos, it just holds collections. So this is like the folder system. So if I wanted to create one and call it Milky Way, I would click create. Now that's going to create a Milky Way collection. Or collection set. Now if I go in here and create a collection, I can call this Mount Rainier. And I can select all my Milky Way photos from Mount Rainier, which would be like up to here, I think. And we would click and drag those there. Now we can put this Mount Rainier inside of Milky Way. I could have done that when I made it. Now I can create another collection here. This time I'll put it inside a collection set. We'll put it inside Milky Way. And we will call this Utah Workshop. Just like that. Now I will select the photos from my Utah Workshop by clicking on one. Scroll all the way down, and then shift click on another. Put them here in Utah Workshop. Now you can do it like you saw in my original catalog where I just put locations. If you're a landscape photographer that travels a lot, I really recommend that. Or if you're someone that just wants to see photos by the trip that you are on, you can just do it this way where, you just create a new collection for every trip. So you could call this Yellowstone. And then I could select all of my images here for Yellowstone and just drag and drop. Now these all live in here. You can find them really easily. But the thing that really makes this nice is you can have photos in multiple collections. So say I wanted to create another one called Favorites. Then I'm going to grab my favorite photos. Let's say this is one of my favorites, and maybe from another trip, this is one of my favorites. And like these are all the ones I want to put in my portfolio, let's say. So now like this photo, for example, it lives in Mount Rainier and in favorites. You can find it in either one. So it just gives you a lot greater flexibility in terms of how you can find your photos and how you can organize them. Because in folders, this always affects what it looks like on your drive, which can be really confusing for a lot of people. Collections is just within Lightroom. This doesn't actually affect the photo. It just organizes it all within Lightroom under one roof. So I think it's a lot better way to do it. There's a lot of different ways you can do your collections here, but seriously, even if you just go through and you type in, 525 Alaska trip or whatever you did, and then you create a collection set there, or a collection, then you can put them in collection sets. Remember, any collection, these are collections, they hold photos. This is a collection set, it holds collections. So it's just a kind of sub-tier system that you can use. That is how I would do things. Now, of course, you see me do this in just a few minutes. I only had 109 photos. But if you have more photos, this is obviously going to take you a lot more time, but I'm not going to spend 6 hours totally redoing my catalog because it's already the way that I want it. But for those of you guys that have that messed up catalog, this is the way to do it. This, I think, is the foolproof way to do your Lightroom catalog, as long as you make sure that you import your photos to the right spot every single time, and then after import, you drag your photos into a collection. I really think there's no way that you can mess this up because you don't have to worry about the location of your photos. As long as the import is to the correct spot, you'll never have to worry about your photos being missing. Put everything onto that external drive. Every single photo you have, everything should live just right here so that no matter what happens to your computer, your other external drives, anything like that, all of your stuff lies on one drive. This also makes it really easy to back it up, but that is a song for another time. Now, if you guys have any questions, any recommendations of your own about Lightroom catalogs, organizing your catalog, fixing your catalog, let me know down below in the comments. I'd be happy to help you out and check out what your problem is, because this is seriously such a big problem. In my workshops, I would say probably 4 out of every 5 clients has a super unorganized catalog, and it is so frustrating to go back through and find images and edit images when this is the case. So fix up your catalog. Hopefully this video helps. Otherwise, I think that's going to be all she wrote. Thank you guys so much for checking this out. Please make sure to leave a like and subscribe to help me to grow my channel. This is Austin James Jackson. We'll see you guys next time.